is it just me or is the PS Vita making a return in anyone else's life too? Okay, so not just me then. I've owned my PS Vita for the better part of 9 years, coming up to 10. And for the majority of those 10 years, it's been fighting a losing battle against Goliaths like my PS4 and PS5. However, the tides have now turned drastically after having modded my PS Vita 2 months ago. So I'm not going to bore you with the backstory of the Vita. You guys have seen it 100 times, you already know it. I'm not going to Uncle Bennett. With that being said, what I am going to do is show you why this little, some may say out of date handheld is my go-to gaming experience at the moment. Now, believe it or not, I already loved the PS Vita before I modded it. Features such as sleep mode, which allows you to just turn your PS Vita off and jump back in a week, a month or a year later into the same game if it hasn't died, just set the PS Vita that much apart from other handhelds and consoles at the time. Now I know, comparison is the thief of joy, but I couldn't help but feel an intense inferiority and jealousy as a kid when I used my 3DS XL with an LCD screen and my brother would pull out from the depths of his pocket the most premium looking handheld I'd ever seen up to that point, and dare I say, still have seen, with its beautiful OLED screen which made my 3DS look generations behind. And especially with the portability of this thing, coupled with the premium design and beautiful display despite having a slim OLED, it just felt like having a PS3 in my pocket, albeit without the wide array of games. This thing is so small I could take it anywhere from the toilet to 50,000 feet in the air on a plane. So why now? Why the PS Vita over the PS5 and modern consoles in 2025? Well, modding my PS Vita turned it into a time machine. I feel like I get to step back in time and play the entire PSP and PS1 library, generations that I missed. Now, growing up as a kid, most of my favourite franchises had tie-in games, most notably Ben 10, your Spider-Mans, your Transformers and your Toy Stories, but I just never had the chance to play them. Now with my modded PS Vita, which can turn into a PSP and act as a PS1 emulator, it's honestly mesmerising being able to just revisit childhood classics, as well as play those classics that I just didn't get to play. I'm left feeling as if my hobby is being reinvigorated, simply because the modern gaming scene has kind of left me burnt out from being stuck up right in front of a TV for hours, not modern gaming's fault, or paying full prices for games that feel not even close to half finished, and don't even get me started on the microtransactions and greed. Little Nightmares 3 and Reanimal, you're exempt. I'm looking forward to playing you guys. With the modded Vita, it's simply the opposite. I can pick it up, play it anywhere, and play games that were designed and made with love and passion. Here we have Custom Themes Manager, which is one of my favourite features, if not my favourite feature, from modding a PS Vita. Dare I say, I dabble more in custom themes than I actually do playing the games. I'm just so in love with this Homebrew app. You can download it off VitaDB downloader, and as someone who loves to customize things, it makes the PS Vita feel that much more personable in an age where we're not really allowed to customize our consoles, even though we pay so much money. Every boot feels fresh, and it says testament to the modding community that we have so many great themes. I can choose themes from my favorite franchises such as DC, Dragon Ball Z, Coraline, Last of Us. And here's the catch, they even play custom music from their respective franchises. There's just so many to check out. Okay, so we got the ports now. With a modded PS Vita also comes the ability to play games that never officially came to the handheld. So what am I talking about? Ultimate Spider-Man Total Mayhem, a fantastic mobile game that came out in 2010, is now able to run on the PS Vita due to emulation. Additionally, you've got Simpsons Hit and Run, which was originally released in 2003, exclusively on the PS2, PC, GameCube and Xbox. It was never released on the PS Vita, but the fact that it was ported over has made it one of the most popular homebrew ports on the handheld. Even games like Hollow Knight and Cuphead, huge modern indie hits that were never officially on the Vita, can smoothly run thanks to Homebrew. It's incredible having all these classics and modern games in one tiny handheld that you can just slip in your pocket. So modding a Vita isn't just about games, which I showed you with Custom Themes Manager. Plugins can completely transform your system. Plugins such as LCD Color Crunch allow me to turn my PS Vita Slim LCD into something resembling an OLED, making colors pop and blacks deeper. And then there's Vita Graphics, the plugin that allows me to overclock my Vita for smoother gameplay in older ports or Homebrew titles. These tweaks just show how much agency modding gives you over your consoles. My little handheld here now looks and plays better than it ever did officially, and it's all portable. Oh yeah, and if you're considering buying a 3DS or Switch, well, let me know how you feel about that after watching this. There's also a Homebrew called RetroFlow Launcher. This godsend of a Homebrew app just means that there's another way for me to lay out my games on my PS Vita. It's basically a way for me to access PS1, PSP, Homebrew games, PS Vita games, all in one sleek interface. So forgive me, I've been talking about Homebrew games, PSP games, PS1 games, all on the Vita, but I've yet to actually mention the PS Vita games themselves. And there were amazing AAA titles like Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Killzone Mercenary, Persona 4 Golden, which all just offered great experiences. And Killzone Mercenary probably being one of my favorite PS Vita games of all time. I hope you found this video interesting, and maybe you can use it as a why should you buy a PS Vita video in 2025. But hey, it's the Z Hat. Like and subscribe if you want more PS Vita content like this. It really helps the channel, and peace out.